In real estate, what we see in the surface is never the full picture. Price, photos, handover date, payment plan, etc. Those are just the visible part of the market. But real investment decisions happen below the surface. They are shaped by demand, supply, district level pricing, government planning, and how people live and move across the city. I already made a video about Dubai plan for 2040. You can check it to know how the government planning will impact Dubai in the future. Well, Dubai is one of the few cities in the world where population grow faster than homes can be delivered. As of October 2025, Dubai's population reached 4,036,000. A 5.43% annual increase, more than 208,000 new residents in just 1 year. In the same time, most of the city's supplies outside main hubs remains low to mid-rise. And that's what drives occupancy, rental yield, and long-term capital appreciation. And when you look at Dubai district by district, the pattern becomes clear. Some areas are mature, while others enter their growth cycle. When analyzing an investment zone, 4 drivers matters more than anything else. First, demand engines. What draws people to live there? Is it offices, schools, proximity to other communities, nearby landmarks? Second, population inflow. Is the area gaining new residents each year, or the population is more static? Third, supply levels. Is the area oversupplied, or does it still have controlled, healthy inventory? And fourth, price positioning. Is today's price still below the area's potential, or it's already at the peak? These 4 factors will explain to you why some buildings rent immediately and some stays on the market. So before you choose any district, you need to think about those 4 factors. So now let's apply those 4 factors to a real district. I took, for example, Studio City. It is relatively new, under construction, small in size, low rise. It is located between some of Dubai's famous communities: Motor City, Sport City, and Production City. All of these communities have grown steadily in the past few years. So first thing we said is demand engine. People often assume Studio City is mainly for media professionals, but that's only a small part of it. Yes, the film studios and the production hubs bring steady and long-term tenants, but the main demand comes from people who are looking for affordable living but still well connected. Of course, without going far from Dubai's main centers. Second factor, as we said, is the population inflow. Studio City, like the surrounding communities, absorbs new residents every year. Families move in because of the schools and nurseries. Professionals choose it because everything is close, major roads, supermarkets, services, and the lifestyle is more calm than the high-rise districts. Then third, supply. What makes Studio City is interesting is the supply structure. There are still empty plots and several handovers are coming this year and the year after. And of course, there will be more handovers and more projects in the upcoming years. But even with this pipeline, the area is still undersupplied in comparison to the surrounding neighbors. That controlled supply keeps demand healthy and supports long-term rental performance. And fourth, price positioning. Today, Studio City sits at an average of 1,430 AED per square foot, with 1,175 sales recorded, a 9% rental yield, and around 4% capital appreciation. It's not a hype-driven market. It's steady, fundamental-based district. And because it's still in its development cycle, the prices still didn't reach the full potential. And that's often where investors prefer to enter. To show how this translates into an actual investment, we in NST Real Estate have an exclusive unit in Studio City that fits the pattern perfectly. It's a 1-bedroom in Arisha Terraces. This one is a 103 square meters. It has direct, easy access to the pool and the courtyard, giving it more of a resort feel rather than a standard mid-rise apartment. For long-term tenants, that's a major advantage. People who choose this district looked for comfort, greenery, and outdoor space, not only a 1-bedroom and the space inside. And now the question, why it matched the investments framework that we talked about before. Arisha Terraces spreads its amenities across a large and open footprint. It's not squeezed into small rooms but built into the daily life of the community. For tenants, that creates a lifestyle people enjoy living in. And when tenants enjoy the environment, they stay longer, which means more stable rental income and fewer vacancies for the investors. This unit is priced at 1,749,000 AED. And when you compare that with the size, the layout, the amenities, the resort style feeling, and the demand across Studio City, it stands as a strong, steady investment example. In real estate, the surface is never the full story. The smart decisions always happen below it. If you want to inquire about any more examples, just get in touch now. Or if you have any questions about the unit I mentioned in Studio City, we are available for you. See you in the next video and bye-bye.